Rock and rolling, it is the Zach Gelb show on the Infinity Sports Network. I often don't wear jerseys on the air, but I had to throw on during the commercial break my number 75 Vince Wilfork jersey because now joining us on behalf of Kingsford is Vince Wilfork himself, and he's teamed up with Kingsford to officially teach Jason Kelce how to slow down and create memories around the grill as he begins his retirement. Check out the hilarious new video of Vince and Jason on their social media channels, and it's an honor to have Vince Wilfork on the Zach Gelb show right now. How you doing, Vince? I would call you a big fella, but you're looking good these days, my man.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I can't complain. Feel good, look good, you know?
Especially when you have to wear those overalls. Now, I always know when you were especially with the Texans at the end of your career, you like to wear those overalls. But that video you put out with Jason Kelce, man, you guys are rocking those overalls pretty well.
Man, let me tell you something. Jason is just getting to retirement. So I'm so excited to be partnered up with Kingsford and Jason to show him the ropes, what it takes to be a retired and king of the grill. And be the king, you have to be with the best. And that's Kingsford Original, baby. So everybody can follow us on Kingsford.com, to see us and find recipes and all that good stuff. It's a good place to be. So pretty excited about this.
It's kind of crazy looking back at it. Your last year in the NFL was 2016. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago. It seems as if your career literally has gone in a blink of an eye, and we know one day you're going to be deservedly in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But outside of giving Jason some tips around the grill and making sure that he cooks the ribs the right way, what advice would you give to him about transitioning into this lifestyle now of no longer playing football and being actually on the football field?
Well, the thing is, first of all, stay next to the grill with Kingsford. That's first and foremost. But enjoy family time and friends, and honestly, that's why this partnership with Kingsford is so beautiful, because when you're cooking, everything is low and slow, and you create in moments, right? You have family, you have friends, and it teaches you to embrace that time. And that's why this whole campaign with Kingsford makes so much sense, because that's what cooking is all about. You know what I mean? That's what cooking is all about. So he will enjoy it. I know I talked with him a little bit. He said he got a few things up his sleeve he want to do and enjoy. And I say, regardless of what, make sure you enjoy your time with your family and friends. And now with Kingsford, make sure you have that Kingsford original for champions, because we both champions. So to be the best, use the best. And that's Kingsford for us.
When you guys were cooking up those ribs, who was in control of the aux cord? Were you playing the tunes or was it him?
He was in charge of the tunes. I didn't care about the tunes. I was teaching him the meat. This is
Yeah.
how you doing the meat. Like Jason, like a little kid, like go play. I have to bring him back in. You want to be king on the grill, you have to learn this stuff. But he did good. I mean, the hand the batons over to him. He deserved it, and he's well on his way.
I'm assuming you guys were listening to a lot of Taylor Swift, right? With the Kelce family and Travis dated Taylor.
But the thing is, I block everything out when I'm focused. And when I'm cooking, I don't care what's going on around me. I'm focused. It's me and the grill, baby.
Talking to Vince Wilfork right now on behalf of Kingsford. You deserve to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. To me, it's not a matter of if you're going to get in, it's just when. I know you've been a semifinalist now 3 times. Have you given that a lot of thought about going into the Hall of Fame one day, or is it just out of your control?
No, I never thought about it when I played, and I don't think about it now. Only time I think about it now is when that time comes around, and if my name's mentioned, people will text or call me or whatever. But other than that, it doesn't make me or break me either way. Because at the end of the day, guys, they see me play. Every offense I played against, I was in their game plan, and I changed the game from my position. So I'm a nose tackle, so that means I'm I have to go in when guys like Warren Sapp and Cortez Kennedy and Aaron Donald. Like, I'm gonna have to go in with those. I compete with those guys, but they got they got over 100 career sacks, and I'm sitting here under 20. So I get it, but it don't make or break me. However, my life is good, and it's going to continue to be good with or without it. So I don't stress out at all, and I don't think about it.
When you look back at your career, what are you most proud about? Just wondering.
The greatest teammate. And I'm proud about the success we had, and just to see other guys be a part of it. It wasn't ever about me. I was just one person But my job, I just wanted to make sure everybody around me knew what I brought to the table, how hard I was going to work. But the greatest feeling of it all was just seeing my teammates be successful and get recognition and make the plays and win Super Bowls. For me, it was all about team. Like, if I wanted to be an individual player, like I said, I would have stuck with track and field because I was a great shot putter. I still hold the state record in Florida at 68 feet. So I
Wow.
could have pursued that if I wanted to be individual and selfish easily. But I chose football because I love the camaraderie. I like the team atmosphere, and it's winning together as one. So
And
I'm just
a lot of people have been taking shots at your ex-coach Bill Belichick the last 2 years, and it was nice to have you guys all back in the building for Tom's induction into the Patriots Hall of Fame. And that reaction Bill got from the Patriot fans, a standing ovation, was very special. Just how do you kind of reflect on your time playing for the great Bill Belichick?
I love Bill. Bill is the greatest coach of all time. A lot of people want to talk about his legacy. There's nothing to talk about. What this man done in 2 decades in the organization, it ain't gonna be done again in 2 decades. It's not gonna happen. To be able to be coached by the greatest and be able to play with the greatest quarterback of all time, I'm blessed. And we've had a lot of guys that come in and out. We had a lot of great teammates, but when I can sit and tell my kids and my grandkids, I played for this guy and this was my quarterback, these guys are going to be in the history books, so doing something that's unheard of. So I'm very happy and I'm proud of that, looking back at my career, just understanding the type of people that I was around and surrounded myself with and played with was pretty awesome.
And we just went through this past year with Tom Brady being retired now. Bill no longer in New England and didn't get hired this past cycle. He's out this year. Is that going to be surreal when you're watching football maybe in the fall and Bill Belichick isn't on an NFL sideline?
No, because Bill coaches don't play. It's not like guys look at a football team because they want to see what coaches over there. They following the coach. No, I follow the team. So because of how you slice, I love Bill and I love all my teammates I played for. But when I look at football, I'm looking at the Patriots and I'm looking at the Texans or I'm looking at whoever. That's what I'm looking at, not a coach.
How about the current state of both those teams you played for? The Patriots, they're welcoming in Drake May, and the Texans, man, D'Amico Ryans was awesome in year one. C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, they really got things cooking up in a good way in Houston.
Yes, Houston has gotten to that winning culture. They found it. They figured it out. And I always knew that it wasn't never lack of talent. It was just figuring out what works for them, what type of winning culture, what it looks like and what it feels like. And I think everything they've done for the past 2 years, it's like, okay, now they're to the point where they can be a top team. So now they have to build. So I'm excited to see what they're going to do this year. I got them going far. Like I love the quarterback pick. I love Diggs coming over, and they starting to make some things happen in trades and free agency and this, that, and the other. They're putting this team together like it's supposed to be put together, and they're going to see that's what it takes to win. It takes that. So I'm waiting for them to finally get a Super Bowl brought back to Houston because I know this city they will tear some stuff up in a good way.
Yeah.
Super Bowl coming to Houston for the first time because they don't know what it's like. As far as New England, they at a rebuilding stage. I think they picked their quarterback. They think they had a franchise. They spent the number 3 pick on him. I like what he brings to the table. It's going to take a little time to get him going, but I think he's in a good hands with Gerard and Van Pelt offensively. So it's up to him to learn it, get the reps, and when he's comfortable, when they're comfortable and they feel like he's ready, he'll be forced to play. So I'm excited to see both of my old team, see how they respond, because Patriots is basically where Texas was 2 years ago. You see what I'm saying? And D'Amico Ryans, he came in and he turned that ship around. He got that team to play for him. But I see very similar to what's going to happen in New England. I think that Mayo's going to turn that team around, and they're going to want to play for him, but it's just in a tougher division.
Would you ever be interested in coaching if maybe Gerard hit you up?
No. I'll come help him with some stuff. I'll be a week up there with him or something, but coaching, nah, it's not my thing. I'll help, but just too much time consuming, and my life don't consist of that anymore. I like to make my own schedule.
No, I totally understand. Wrapping up with Vince Wilfork, who should be in the Hall of Fame one day on behalf of Kingsford. Let me ask you one more about Bill.
Mhm.
Do you think he'll end up coaching again? Because I kind of envision maybe him on the Cowboys or even the Giants next year as their head coach.
I hope he do, because he's so close to having an all-time record, and I want to see him because he deserves it, because of what he's done for this game. He deserves it. So I'm praying and I'm pulling, like, all he needed, what, 20 some games, whatever it may be. So that's, for Bill, that could be 2 years, sign a 3-year deal and get it, and whatever happens after that. But I think he deserves it, and I think he's so close that he should be able to get it. So I think it's a team out there. I mean, I would want him on my team to break that record. Like, he broke it on my team, but I think Bill will go where he know he can help win. That's one thing about him. If he don't think he can win, he's not going to be with it. And I respect that.
And in the meantime, right, you could invite Bill, his new girlfriend, also Gronk, and everyone TB12, and you cook him some ribs with Kingsford, right?
Right. Me and Kingsford will get it rocking. And I have Jason retired now. So guess what? The shebang, the band, and the boys are back in town, baby.
Before we let you run, because I brought up your status for the Hall of Fame, how about Rodney Harrison? I think Rodney is definitely deserving of going into the Hall of Fame. How about yourself?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the greatest, one of the greatest safeties there is, and one of the greatest players. I mean, how he played the game. Amazing teammate. So yes, he deserved to be in there. But it's not up to us. We have to leave it in the hands of other people. And I know my shot is way longer than his. But he's well deserved to be in.
But you know what? I think it's important. Like, Bill has always talked about Rodney getting in. Brady brought you up, right? I think he called you the greatest nose guard to ever play the game. I think when you have those two guys advocating for you, it goes a long way, even though it shouldn't need it to be said, but it's nice to be said.
Right. It's good to hear your teammates and your coach talk how they really feel, because when we're playing, we're not talking like this.
Yeah.
We have one mission. We work, we grind. But when you finish and you look back on your career, and you can hear your teammates and your coaches and everybody that you played with, how they respond and talk to you and tell you what you meant to them as a teammate and as a person, it's special. It's special. So it's good to hear those things, because a lot of times we don't hear it playing from our inner circle, because we have a job to do. But now you could kind of pat yourself on the back and be like, I was a good teammate, and I did accomplish a lot of stuff, and I did do this. So it's okay.
Last thing I'll ask you, you believe in a Mario Cristobal at your alma mater with the U?
I do. But we got to get going. Like, we have to get going. I don't think it'll take a long time for us to get back to where we were. I mean,
Sure.
because college football is just so different now. And it's hard for a college coach now, because you can lose recruits left and right. So it don't even make sense to recruit these guys, because if they don't like something, they leave. So it's hard for a college coach nowadays. But I believe in him. He know what it takes to be a winner. He's a hurricane. So hopefully that can start spilling over and start showing in our play.
No, appreciate all the memories that you provided on the football field. A lot of Sundays I was watching you in person or on my uncle's couch, and it was always a thrill to watch Big Vince Wilfork, especially when you had those interceptions.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much.